What's up everyone, Zane here and welcome back. In this video we're going to be covering Gargoyles for 10 hours, but this time with Guthans. So for those of you who don't know, I recently covered Gargoyles but without Guthans for 10 hours and I got a suggestion to do it with Guthans to see what the differences would be. So with that in mind, this video is going to be more of a comparison video between two different methods rather than a standalone video in and of itself. With all of that said though, let's go ahead and get right into the loot. So as you can see, the loot for this one came to almost 7.1 mil. And just like in the last video, it's a lot of very decent items and a lot of high valuable alch items as well. It basically just brings in a very steady profit, but they don't really have any notable rare drops to show. Now because this is more of a comparison video between this and the other video, I am going to do the stats a bit differently. In red is the stats that I got for this video, and in green will be the stats that I got in the other video so you can directly compare them across. In terms of experience, there's nothing dramatically notable, which did surprise me actually, because Guthans has a reputation for being very bad DPS, yet actually over an hour period it doesn't make much of a difference in terms of your experience. Overall it only dropped our experience per hour by around 2k, which really isn't that much in the scheme of things. As we turn to the loot again, they're also very similar, with the major difference being that you only make slightly less profit, which comes out to around 5k per hour, which again, really isn't a big deal at all. As for the additional stats, the key difference is that you just get slightly less kills overall per hour, which accounts for the less experience and the less profit. You just get 5 less kills per hour. One thing to note is if you don't have a high smithing level and an armor repair stand in your house, the Guthans repair cost will be slightly higher for you. But realistically, over a 10-hour period, it's incredibly cheap to use. It costs less than most of the potions or food you'd be using anyway, so it's well worth using. In terms of the method itself, this was where the real difference shone through, because it was quite different using Guthans as a switch to heal up, rather than using food. The main thing I found is that it made Gargoyles a lot more enjoyable and a lot more AFK than it was when I was banking around every hour, and especially used in tandem with a Saradomin Godsword, you don't even need to switch that often into Guthans. So the most important thing about this comparison is that it actually applies directly to almost any other Slayer task as well, and so what I found is that it's definitely worth bringing Guthans on your Slayer tasks, or especially if you're camping a monster like Gargoyles as well, because it dramatically extends your trips. It's incredibly cheap to use as a switch just for healing. It makes pretty much any monster you're fighting significantly more AFK, and it also only minorly impacts the experience you'll be getting per hour. So from now on, I know I'm certainly going to be bringing Guthans on almost every Slayer task I do. Anyway though, that is it from me for this video, so I do hope you enjoyed and found it helpful. And as always, if there is anything else you'd like to see me cover, feel free to drop me a line down below and I will do my best to make it happen. And on that note, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Reddit user Surprised Drop Bears. Thank you for the suggestion for this video and I hope you enjoyed. And with that, I'm out, so I hope you're all having a nice day and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!